Hi, welcome to this bonus video in the workshop. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope you got value. I really hoped that you can kind of see what we do. We've tried to be very open about the tools we use, the resources we use to be able to trade consistently. And maybe something we haven't done enough of is showing you the results from the group. So get back to the person who shared all this with you. They can show you our Discord channel. If you're watching this in the light group, if you go to media and look at photos, every single day we drop results from the group in wins and losses, right? So again, we're very open about that. The thing is, I will warn you, a lot of people seem more interested in the losses than the wins because they don't want to think we're hiding anything. They want to know we're genuine. But obviously, if you have a strategy, if you have strategies like we do, then you can kind of, you'll understand that there aren't that many losses. There aren't many losses in comparison to the wins on the Ninja trading system side of things, because when the entries line up with the Ninjacator, you should be winning most of the time. Okay. So anyway, so that's as an aside. So this bonus video really is about, if you're looking at it and you're going, okay, I can see that this looks good. I can see it's something I'd like to do. I can see there's a lot of support and all that, but I don't have a lot of money to start with. It's not worth me doing. And some people get caught up with the tools that we use, they charge. We can't help that. Everything we do in Ninja is free, but the tools that we use, they charge. Now, if you don't have a lot of money to start off, I want to help you with a few things that you may or may not know. So first of all, the cost for IM Academy works out at about $6 a day. Okay, the first month slightly more. It's $235 for the first month, and then if you want to stay with them, it drops to $175 a month every 28 days. That works out to the cost is about $6 a day, something like that. Okay, 10 pips a day at $1 a pip is $10. That's all I'll say. 10 pips is easier than 100 pips. Okay, so I'm not saying, I don't want to give anybody false, false impressions. You come in, there will be a learning curve, and I'll promise you, most people that come into Forex, if you're new to it, you will be overwhelmed, you will be confused, you will not know which way is up or down for the first couple of days, because it's something new. If you were learning to drive a hovercraft, it would probably be fairly new to start with, and you pick up little bits as you go, whatever. So there is a learning curve. However, 10 pips a day with the Ninjacator, with the harmonic scanner, maybe with this colors software now, which is still at the time of recording this pretty new, but so far it's just like seeming to be incredible. This is why we use the tools. Sometimes we get people say, I don't need IM Academy, I'll learn to trade on my own. And they go to YouTube videos and they're still struggling a year later. And we use the tools, guys, because the tools do a job. I've got builders here at the minute, and he's mixing some plaster or something, and he's using an electric stirrer. He could mix it by hand. It's a lot faster, it's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier with the electric tool that he's got to stir it. Okay, it's no different. They had a cement mixer going the other day. I use a dishwasher, right, instead of washing pots by hand. I'm not pretending you can trade without the tools in Iron Mastery Academy. I can't see the harmonic patterns without the scanner, so maybe that's debatable, but you will find the tools do make your life a lot easier. And at $6 a day, if you're focused on the cost of IM Academy, I can tell you now, how can you expect to make a lot of money if you're focused on like 235 for the first month and 175 being a lot? And I get it, because I've been there in my life, guys, where that was a lot of money to me as well. So I understand completely, but what I'm saying is, if you're worried about that being a lot, how can you appreciate then making a lot when it works out at $6 a day? Right, that's all it is. So that's the first thing. If you break it down, it's not a lot of money actually on a daily basis. And with the live sessions that we do, if you come on, I can't make guarantees, but you ought to be able to get close to that, even if you're comparatively new. With David Kahn, Smart Ninja Smart Money, Kevin, Rob, their sessions, Brian Knight, my sessions, you ought to be able to get some trade ideas from those. Inside IM Academy, there are trade ideas given out. We can hook you up with those. A couple of them are like a little small extra cost, but you can get copy and paste, but you won't need it if you come on the sessions. If you notice, we don't do signals. We're more focused on helping you understand how you take the scan and turn it into money, right? That's what we're more into doing, so you're self-sufficient. So that's the first thing. It's actually not a lot of money. Break it down. It's not actually that hard to go and get 10 pips. It can seem like it sometimes, but it's not actually that hard. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to say is there's a 2 and 3. And this is why we do like things like the workshop and things like that. One, we want to help more people understand this, because there are so many people out there now that could just do with that little bit of extra money, that are struggling to try and learn blogging, affiliate marketing, network marketing, to learn all these sort of things. And they're kind of struggling to get that. And when they could be trading, it's a level playing field. It doesn't matter if you're good at recording videos. It doesn't matter if you're good at teaching. It doesn't matter if you're good at any of that. Level playing field, okay, because you can just basically do it from your phone. Don't know if you saw Sarah's video. I'm not sure what day it is now. I think it was day 4. But she does a lot of it from her phone, you know, on the go with a busy lifestyle. So one, it's not actually a lot of money. 2, if you want to help other people trade Forex, okay, then 2 referrals, 2 paying customers, and yours is free, which is a nice little bonus. So you can actually get access to all of this for absolutely nothing. And I will just say, what you're doing is you're offering people the chance to learn Forex. Sometimes we get, well, when I've learned it, Paul, then I'll share it. And I understand that, but we're all different, and it takes us a different amount of times to learn something. And I always say it's like driving a car. You know, when I was learning to drive, I didn't stand on the road stopping cars going, hey, you got to stop, you got to stop. And they'd be like, why? I haven't passed my test yet, so therefore it's not right that you should be driving until I pass my test. When I pass my test, I'll share it and I'll let you drive. But until then, that's not what this is about. We are helping people learn to trade, okay? So if you think you like the 2 and 3, but that kind of your lack of your results yet, because you're new and you are learning as expected, right? There's people misses. You expect to go through a learning period. Okay, so what you're actually offering or can help people with is the chance to come and learn with you. So one, it's actually not a lot of money. If you can go and make $10 a day, you're covered with money to spare. Number 2, you can get it for free if you want to refer a couple of people. And I'll be upfront with you, most people don't bother referring. Okay, once you come in and you get used to it, if you don't want to be seen as selling anything or anything like that, don't worry about it. Most people here don't. Okay, I'm surprised more don't, but it seems that a lot of people just here to trade, which is absolutely fine. Because I look at it, that money, that monthly fee could be going into your trading account, which leads me nicely into number 3, compounding. As a bonus video on this page, on around it for this day, where Sarah Cruikshank talks you through the compounding and how that works. So even if you start and save like $100, for example, it can actually turn into a lot of money by the end of the year. If you just stay consistent, if you just master the mundane, if you just like, yeah, I come in, I get my 10 pips, grow my account by X%, I'm happy. And you'll see the compound effect on that. A little can turn into a lot. The problem with that is most people, they vastly underestimate what 100 can turn into over a year. And in the early days, it grows comparatively slowly. Whereas from their bank, if they got 3% a year from their bank, that's like, banks at the minute aren't really paying interest, are they? Pitiful. Okay, so although like 3% in one day is amazing, and you should kind of be dancing and go, hey, I've done 3% today, whatever it is that you go for, right? It can seem comparatively slow because 3% of 100 is only $3, right? So it does seem comparatively slow. However, you look at the end of a year. So a lot of people will, one, they don't understand it. And even some that do understand the power of it, they don't want to wait a year. They're impatient. So I'm going to encourage you to look at that compounded video and really get a feel for what you can do in a year. And if you do half of what it says, if you do a third of what it says, even, you'll be quite happy, trust me. So that's that. You will do it this year, and next year you're free. Basically, you'd be free. So 1, it's not a lot of money. 2, you can get it for free anyway. Number 3, you can compound it, okay, over the course of a year, and the fee just becomes totally insignificant. And then number 4, I'll just share my screen just so you kind of understand, and you can copy some of these web URLs. But there's a site here called FTMO. I don't know what it stands for, but Forex Traders something or other. But basically, this is what's known as a prop firm, proprietary trading firm. And what they do is they will set you a challenge where basically, and with FTMO, it's like a 2-step challenge. A lot of them do that. So you go in and you you trade a demo account and you prove to them you can trade. And then you prove to them it's not a fluke by doing a verification. So it's normally not as much as the first stage. So you might have to make, say, 10% of your account on the first session. And then you might have to make, like, I don't know, probably 6%, 5% even on the second part. And then what they'll do is they say, oh, fantastic, you proved to us you can trade. Then they will give you a sum of money to go and trade with. And what they do is they split the profit with you. Does it tell you on here? These are kind of the rules. Look, it's a 30-day period. You have to trade a minimum of 10 days. You're allowed to lose $500. The maximum in one day. Your maximum allowed you can lose is $1,000 overall. Once you can do it, you pay $155. So once you prove you can trade, you pay $155. You take this, you pass that. And I believe with FTMO, if you get a refund. So when you pass, you actually get that money back. So as long as you've learned to trade, not a problem. Using Banker's Strategy, Ninja Smart Money, Ninja Trading System, whether you scalp, whatever it is you do, okay, not a problem. And then here's, look, for the next verification, it's the same rules on loss, daily loss and maximum loss, but your profit target is only 500, not 1,000. So what they do is they let you keep 70% of everything you make. So if you made, bearing in mind you're going to be trading with, you can get like a $200,000 account, okay, if you want to. And when you trade, every month, what they do is they give you 70% of the profit. So they're allowing you to trade with a much bigger account. So I used 3% of 100 earlier. 3% of 100 is only $3. 3% of 1,000 is $30. 3% of 10,000 is $300. Okay, so you see where I'm going. So that gives you, that's one way you can get access to a bigger account. There's also one called Funding Talent. They are quite good. So you can compare with all of these. So there's FTMO 5%, there's Trader Central, Blue FX, 1UP, and so on and so on. And there's different account sizes. So if you want to start with a $25,000 account, okay, you can do a classic. There's an aggressive one that I'm actually playing around with at the minute, and that will give you a 90% profit split. And then there's this one here, retry for free if profitable and no violations, no monthly fees, and there's all the rules there. And then there's 5%ers here as well, which is another one. So basically what I'm saying with these is, guys, you could come in, you could learn to trade on a demo account, so you wouldn't even need any of your own money. You wouldn't need any of your own money. You could learn to trade on demo, then you could go and you could save up $155 or whatever, and I'll talk about that in a second. You could save up some money to go and take one of these and then get a funded account given to you, right? So they're kind of the options. Now, I will just say, I always know it's a touchy subject sometimes, money, and there are a lot of people will always kind of be, well, that's okay for you, you know, talking about still joining at 235 to get the tools and everything and starting with 100, but I haven't even got the 235. There are two guys in the company. In fact, one of them now teaches the crypto side in the academy, and he works with a business partner. And the reason he works with a business partner is because he couldn't afford the sign-up fee on his own when he started, right? So one option, maybe two of you could club together and join. You can, if you're in different locations, you won't be able to access the tools at the same time because they obviously they have security on to stop that happening. Just people giving away the sign-up links, the login details, I mean. So that's an option, and we see that sometimes. Another guy who now is, again, he actually teaches in the academy now, it's like a pattern, but he is an incredibly successful trader. He's a 7-figure trader, and he sold a baseball card to get started, and he learned to trade with, IM, and he sold like a valuable baseball card to get in. A lot of the times people will tell me they're broke and they'll be messaging that on the latest iPhone. You know, and, you know, we all have bills, but is there something you could sell on eBay? Is there, you know, there are ways to get free money out there. Like if you go like Craigslist, if you're in the US, there's a free section in the for sale bit. There's a free section. You just go and pick stuff up for free, sell it on Facebook Marketplace. There are ways around it, is what I'm saying, if you want to get started, okay? But for most people, you know, you can get in, and I understand a lot of people, not a lot, but there are some people will kind of be, yeah, but I've got to pay that monthly fee every month while I'm learning, you know, and I'm doing this because I want to make extra money. So it's all understandable, and I get it. But what hopefully you've seen in this workshop, the support is there for you. The support is really there for you, and even like, you know, leading you to the path of these like funded accounts, if you want to do that to get access to a bigger account, it's all there for you. So with that said, I hope you've enjoyed the week. I look forward to seeing you on the inside in the members area where all the good stuff happens. I'll catch you later.